that's why I was trying to finish up the videos when we started, but it is hard. I don't know why it was hard to understand, but
yeah.
we'll see.
Hopefully it's
all right.
not hard. Okay. Oh.
So how does this work with you? Do you help us when we need your help? Do you like, if you see us struggling, do you interject? I have no idea.
Yeah, so either I just feel like you guys are struggling and couldn't figure it out for a while, and then I like stepped in, or you can ask me. Like, feel free to ask anytime during the meeting.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
let's see. For number 3.
Oh,
back to
okay.
The applet. Every time I try to right click on the applet, it always tells me I'm not allowed to print it, but I'm not trying to print it. Okay. I'm going to put in a z-score, I believe, of 1.358.
Oh, yeah.
0.358. And then what are we asking for? To find the combined area under the standard normal curve that is to the right. So I shaded to the right. You also need to shade to the middle because we're trying to find the area under the middle.
You guys are on the quiz or on the preparation assignment?
The group meeting quiz.
Yeah.
So that probably would have been helpful to tell you.
Okay, so you would put that z-score in 1.358. Okay, and then it says,
because it's asking you to find the area under the standard normal curve and to the right. So would you shade the middle and to the right?
I feel like I don't know.
I mean, that makes sense to me because you're asking under the curve and to the right.
Oh, combined area under the standard normal curve that is to the right. Yeah. Yeah, then it would be, yeah, okay.
And it'd be 0.913 if you're rounding to the third decimal.
Wait, how did you do that again?
Does that make sense?
You're on question 3, right?
Yeah. Okay, so if you put in the z-score of the 1.358 and then you shade the middle and to the right, you get the area of 0.9128, and then you round it up to 0.913. Is that right?
So you are actually looking for the area that's to the right of this positive z-score and to the left of the negative z-score. So instead of shading the middle and the right, you're shading the right and the left.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right, because it says, not that you'd be wrong, but it says right and to the left. I think the wording confuses because it says area under.
Oh, combine the area under the standard normal curve. So it's both of the sides.
To the right and to the left.
Yeah.
So you undo this one and this one. So then it's 0.1745. So 0.175.
175.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. Which of the following will have a smaller standard deviation if 9 observations are randomly drawn from a population? Oh, it's the one with the means. I think. Yeah, I think it's the middle one. Because in the video, like, he showed the examples of, like, the steps to finding area / probability under normal curve, and it was a higher number than the steps to finding an area probability for a distribution of a sample mean, because in the sample mean for the z-score, you have to divide the standard deviation because it's like a fraction in a fraction, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like the first mean minus the other mean, and then over that is and then under that is the standard deviation over the square root of the sample size. So it would be the distribution of sample means. Is this right? Am I right?
Because you need to divide the original population standard deviation by the square root of sample size. That'll make it smaller.
Okay, good. Which of the following results implies that the spread X decreases as the sample size increases?
Is it normal distribution? I feel like that one's a cold answer. Nope, not normal distribution.
Okay. This one I don't really understand.
Yeah.
So to put this question in a simpler words, you can say it, which of the following theories suggests that the sample mean will get closer as the sample size increase?
It's not large numbers, is it?
It actually is.
What?
So what does the law of large number deals with?
I don't remember. I feel so dumb.
So the law of large numbers means that the greater amount of observations in our sample, the sample mean draws closer to the population mean, and the number of repetition increases in an experiment. I feel like the key word there is that the sample mean X draws closer to the mean U. I feel like that would make sense. It's all about the definition.
Yeah.
Okay. Scores on the quantitative portion of the GRE are approximately normally distributed with the mean of 150.8 and the standard deviation. Oh.
So Diane underscore 160. 160 minus 150.8 over 8.8.
So, are we going back to the z-score formula?
Yeah.
With value minus mean over standard deviation?
Yeah, I think so. But I got 1.045.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have all the answers already? Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Quick, if you do. That's 1.045.
Uh-huh.
Also, this is like, I don't know, probably the 5th meeting that I've gone to on this group quiz already.
Oh, really?
Oh.
How many do you have to go to tonight on this specific group quiz?
So this 2 weeks, I go to like 10 to 12 meetings per week.
On the same group quiz?
No, for 2 different group quiz.
Okay, I was gonna say that is gonna
So
that
like
would
5 to 6 for every group quiz.
Oh my gosh.
so tired of people being like, yes, I swear, and you being like,
It's actually not that bad.
Good. That's good. With the probability, student with regard to one student. So randomly,
I don't think those are, yeah.
one
I was gonna say, I don't think those are clean dishes.
Um,
I'm sorry. No, you're fine. I can put on the earphone. Go wash your dishes.
No,
Did you
I was gonna
name-
wash it, but I'm also gonna make some hot cocoa, so I have to grab my hot cocoa to make it.
Oh, okay, go for it. Sorry. Now it's my remain.
I don't think we
Okay.
do the same thing. I think you'd find the z-score for this one too because you're looking for random distribution.
How would you do?
How did we solve a random distribution before?
I knew this once.
I was like, yeah, we knew it last week, I promise.
Number 7.
Yeah, we're on
Yeah.
number 7.
So you already have the z-score. If you're trying to get the probability, what would you?
We're trying to find x, right?
Oh, is that the one where it's?
You're looking for probability, not x.
Okay.
No, we're not looking for the value. We're looking for probability.
So in question 6, you get the z-score of getting 160 on the exam.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're looking for the probability that you will get higher than 160 on the exam. So you already have the z-score. What do you have to do to like get the probability?
Oh, you put the z-score in and you find the area.
Good job.
I know this, I swear. I swear I do. You put the z-score in. Where do you shade though?
So read the question again.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're above 160, so you're gonna shade to the right. But do you need to shade the middle too? What's the z-score? If the z-score is above 1, then you don't shade the middle.
Yeah.
If it's below 1,
Perfect.
wow, I'm really shocked I knew that.
Wait, so what do you do?
Okay, so if the z-score is above 1, then you
Uh-huh.
have to shade the middle. If it's like
Well,
0,
if the z-score is positive, then you shade.
yeah.
And also if it's above 1, right?
If it's positive, you shade just to the right. If it's negative, you need to shade to the middle and the right. All right.
Okay. So are we shading only the right side then?
Yep, only the right.
Okay, so it's 0.148, right?
Good job, guys.
Random sample of 5 students. Wait, so if the z-score is negative,
Mm-hmm.
or then you would shade to the middle and the left.
If
And
you
I'm
z-score above, you shade to the middle.
it will not come
If
home.
the z-score is negative. If the z-score is positive, then you're just going to shade right.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
I don't know what's going on.
Sorry. How about
What
I'll
happened?
mute it unless you have a question.
Okay. Let's see. A random sample of 5 students was selected to take the GRE. Their scores are 160, 175, 163, 149, and 153. What is the z-score corresponding to the sample mean of these students' scores? Wait. So are you just looking for the mean?
I see, but I feel like it's not that easy.
No, I feel like it never is.
Yeah, because it's not as easy as just like adding them up and dividing by how many there are.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the textbook and there's nothing like this.
Okay.
Maybe it is that easy because what are you looking for? A random sample of 5 students. What is the z-score corresponding to the sample mean of the student scores?
And 63.
So if you add them all together,
It's 800, and then you divide
800
by
by 5.
5. It's 160.
See, but then you have to get some sort, well, there's the sample mean, but how do you get, oh, wait, is this the one that's like O over n square root? No, that doesn't make sense.
No, because you would need a sample size, and you don't have a sample size.
Yeah,
You only have 5 students.
right? Isn't your sample size is 5? Yeah?
Yeah, but
It's 5.
Oh, yeah. But would you do that?
Yeah.
I can hear it.
You would? You do O over the root of n?
So when you're dealing with this question, if you're doing it on your calculator, I would suggest you do the denominator first, just because the double division would likely mess up your number if you don't put parentheses on both the numerator and the denominator. And people usually forget to do that. So I usually just tell them to do the denominator first to do the division, and then you put in the upper part of the numerator.
Oh, but what would be what numbers would you put in? I'm so confused.
For sample size,
It's 5.
yeah.
And then you put in the mean, which is 180,
160.
160.
Yeah.
The square root of. So O.
Well, you're using the z-score formula for sample means, right?
Do I agree?
You're using the z-score formula for sample means.
Uh-huh. But the thing is, if you need you need 2 values, but we have 5. So which ones would you choose?
So you already calculated the sample mean, which is 160, right? That's the value that you'll use.
Yeah.
And then the other value on the top, on the numerator part,
Uh-huh.
is the population mean, which is what in this case? The mean. It's given in the information above.
Oh, so the mean.
Mhm.
Solving for the mean is 160. So I don't know how we would find another mean.
So 160 is the sample mean. So when you're doing sample mean z-score, you do sample mean minus the population mean on the top.
Yeah, no, I get that, but which one is the population mean?
Oh, so it's given in the information above question 6. You'll have to go back and use that information.
Oh, okay. This makes more sense. I was like, there's no way. Like, I just solved for
I always forget that it says use the following information to answer the next question.
I know.
I actually have to use the following information.
Yeah, and then we're over here like, I don't understand. Why doesn't it give us anything?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay.
You'll find it useful if you write down that standard deviation as well, because that's also part of the formula.
Yeah, because then it's value minus mean over standard deviation.
Remember that? So on the bottom part, that's what I was telling you. You have to do another
It's the
division.
over the n.
Square root of n, yes.
Yeah, for a random variable. Because it's not just the simple.
Well, you're calculating z-score for sample mean. That's why you do that extra step on the bottom.
Yeah.
Is that making sense to you? Madison? Sure.
Yeah, it makes so much more sense.
What is
Okay.
the mean is you.
I meant, yes.
Because I'm already just myself, so like I have to balance it out.
Okay, so I did the equation and I got negative 2.337. Is that right?
Your z-score, medicine, go for it.
Huh?
Were you saying something?
Yeah, so I got the answer and it's negative 2.337.
What
And
did
I'm
you
not
do on the top part?
So I did the top and the bottom part separately and then I put them together. Is that wrong to do?
Yeah, I just want to hear what is on your top.
Oh, 150.8 minus 160.
So you will do the sample mean minus the population mean on the top instead of population mean.
Oh. Okay, and now I understand what. Okay, yeah. So it would be 160 minus 150.8, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
So on the bottom, you did 8.8 and then the square root of what for your sample size?
5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what square root is going to be a
Oh, so it's basically the same, but it's positive. So I got 2.337 as my answer. Was that right?
Yes.
Okay. And would you round to 2.338 because there's another 7 behind it?
Yep.
Yeah. 2.338. Okay. What is the probability that 5 randomly selected students will have a mean score that is greater than the mean achieved by the students in the previous problem? So it's the same thing with the applet. You just have to put this in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going? So can I hear?
Brian.
Thanks. Hey.
Hello.
0.0097.
Yep.
Okay.
I was like, this looks like she's here right now.
Wow. That's
I was finding in the library today.
Did you see?
Well, would you round so that it would be 0.10? 0.010?
Well, it wants you to round to 4 decimal places.
Oh, it's already at 4 decimal places then. You're good.
0.009, yeah.
Okay. Suppose that the mean GPA of BYUI students is 3.5 and the standard deviation is 0.7. It is well known that this distribution is left skewed. A random sample of n equals 81 students will be drawn. What is the shape of the sampling distribution on the random variable x? How do you determine this? Because I was watching him in the videos and I feel like none of it really connected. Because I feel like a lot of the skewed ones ended up being normal in the end. Would that be right?
I'm just going to paste this thing from the study guide that I sent you guys 2 days ago, I believe. And it will hopefully help you. After you read that, let me know what you think the question of this answer should be. 1 second.
What time is it?
It's 7, 8 o'clock.
Okay. I'm at your apartment. Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah, I just said. I'm too lazy to do that right now.
You got 0.4 for number 8, right?
Number 8, I got number 8, I got 2.338.
Why did I get that?
Then just.
I just sent it in the chat because it's super loud. Yeah.
Sorry. I'll go back to my room.
Well, because I set it up with the 160 minus 150.8 over 8.8 divided by. Oh, I don't think I did divide it by.
Because the last time I did it, I divided it wrong. And I didn't divide it wrong. I subtracted it incorrectly. So I put the values, I put 160 in front of 150.8 when I should have put it behind, or actually, I don't really know. I'm getting really confused. But, because what did you get instead for number 8?
I got 0.467, but I think I forgot to divide. So let me try to divide.
Okay.
Now let's try it. 2.337 when I put divide in.
Yeah, and then you round it to 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I forgot to put the divide sign in. I have to use this weird website that calculates fractions because I don't like to do it on my phone. But yeah, that's why I was like, let's put that in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, with the question 10, it says it's asking for the shape, and I'm really confused about this because I watched the videos and I feel like I just don't know. Like, how are you supposed to predict it? Because they give you numbers, I just don't know.
So it's talking about in the actual textbook, it talks about the p-value and how extreme it is, and the p-value is calculated by finding the area under the normal distribution curve that is more extreme further away from the mean than the z-score, and that can help determine the curve, but I don't know if that helps you determine how skewed it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I have no idea.
What is the mean of the distribution of sample means for all possible samples of size 81 that could be drawn from parent population?
So we found sample mean, and that was the value minus the mean over O divided by negative, or divided by square root of n.
Yeah. Bye. Okay. Oh, because they have, okay, yeah. I was like, where's the other mean? So it would be 3.5 minus 81, right? Over. No, that's the sample size.
So if you go back up.
Because you get the standard deviation of 0.7, which would be the denominator, 0.7 over square root of 81.
So you have the mean GPA of the BYUI students is 3.5. So
would you keep it?
Mean of 3.5 standard deviation of 0.7 and a random sample of n equals 81.
So,
So and then it's asking you for a possible sample size of 81. So your sample size
is 81.
Yeah.
Well, you have a mean, and you're supposed to subtract another mean from it, and I don't know what other mean you're supposed to use.
Right. Well, because you don't have it doesn't seem as if you have a value.
Yeah. I don't know.
7 divided by 81. So what's x?
I don't know. I thought that moving to question 11 and skipping question 10 would be easier, but it's
Yeah, I
not.
Because your sample size is 81, your GPA or your mean is 3.5, your standard deviation is 0.7, but you're not really given a value.
Which one are you guys on? And by the way, I sent the information for question 10 to you already.
Oh, that's why. I was like, forget what we were doing. Okay.
Okay, so the sample size is small, less than 30. Sample means distribution shape will be this. Oh, I remember this. I remember.
We talked about this last
Okay. Yeah, we did, and we like figured it out, and we were like, "Whoa, okay." So we just have to find.
So if the sample size is above 30,
Then it would be.
so it's going to be normal when the parent population is large.
Mm-hmm. Well, the
So it's
sample
normal.
size is large, not the parent population.
Okay.
Approximately normal.
Yeah.
Good work. Good work, everybody.
Okay. The mean of the distribution of
I feel like I have it almost set up, but unless you put 81 in both, which I feel like is not right. So we can't find what the value is.
So,
because you
are
have one.
Because your sample size is 81.
Yeah.
Well, unless your
Yeah.
value
Yeah.
So this question is actually much simpler than you thought, and that's why it's so hard for so many people, because it's way too easy. It's actually just the same as a population mean.
Which
Oh,
is.
so it's
Oh,
it's just the x minus 3.5 over
Huh?
0.7.
So you look at the information above question 10 and find out what's the population mean.
Is that the O?
so the population mean would be 3.5.
Mm-hmm. Unless the sample are given to you and ask you to calculate, like we did a few questions before. Otherwise, the sample mean is just going to be the same as the population mean.
Yeah.
It's so complex. Why couldn't they come straight out with that? Okay.
So is it 3.5 minus x over 0.7 over square root of 81?
Standard deviation or sample mean? Or the mean, sorry. Hello?
I thought she froze.
Yeah, I think so too. Could you say that again, Alyssa? Alyssa?
Oh, yeah. So, it's Mary.
Oh,
But it's okay. Don't worry.
sorry.
No, don't worry. It's good. So would you do 3.5 minus x over 0.7 over the square root of 81 for number 11?
So this one, you're just calculating the standard deviation, not the z-score. For 12. Wait, for 11? Sorry, I'm lost. Which question are you on again?
11.
11? So that would just be the same as the population.
So
The
because
mean,
it's
the
not
sample
asking
mean.
you to calculate anything, it's just 3.5. You don't even have to put it in.
You literally don't have to do anything. You just look at the information, put it down. Period.
That's so complex.
I know.
Kind of trick you.
Wait, so I cut out. What are we doing? I'm sorry.
It's just a simple, it's the mean. It's 3.5. So they don't,
Is that it?
yeah, that's it. You don't have to calculate anything because it's not asking you, I forget the way she explained it, but it's not asking you to do anything with it. So it's basically, it's just the sample mean.
Oh.
Yeah. It seems trickier than it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which I guarantee
Why
is That's the reason we got a lot of the other questions wrong.
Oh, I bet, because we were reading far too into all the questions.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what is going on with number 12 too. I'm sure the
Yeah.
standard deviation is just 0.7.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Is that right?
that question will require a little more than number
I
11.
lied. It's not that simple.
Just kidding.
I know, right? We think we're on a groove, and then it's like, nope.
Oh,
So
wait, but
remember, there's a formula for it.
yeah, standard deviation is 0.7 over, what is it? Is it the same as, no, what is it?
Is it the square root of 81?
Mm-hmm.
I've been
Oh.
looking for this formula all day, okay?
Good.
0.7 over the square root of 81. Let's see how that turns out. All right. So 0.7 over the root of 81. We got it.
0.07.
Yeah, that's what I got. It'd be 0.7 repeating. 0.07 repeating, so would it be like 0.078? Yeah?
Good job. Good job.
Aha!
Oh my gosh. Yay. Okay, what is the probability that the mean GPA for 81 randomly selected BYUI students will be less than 3.3? So this is where we used what we were trying to use earlier, or what I thought we were trying to use, which is 3.3 subtracted by 3.5 over 0.7 over square root of 81.
Yeah. And if
So-
you remember the bottom part, you already calculated in question 12.
Okay, so we're going back to the sample mean formula.
Yeah.
Okay. The bottom though is 0.078. And then the top is the value minus the mean.
And so I got negative 2.564. And so would you have to, do you just put it in there, or would you have to put it in the applet?
So it's asking for probability, but what you have right now, what is it?
Oh, this
What is it?
this is just the z-score.
You have to put the z-score into the applet.
Yeah.
But it wants, let's see.
The left side, I think.
So you're just going to do the left. Then.
Yeah.
Left.
0.0052.
Is that what you got for the area?
Yeah.
0.0052.
What
So
is
you, how would you know to shade the middle when you're going to the left?
Yeah.
Because your z-score is, in question 14, your z-score is negative, but you're looking for probability that it will score greater than this z-score.
I was on question 13. Am I behind
Oh.
everything?
Oh, but if you
sorry.
No, it's okay.
This two question tricked me so bad just because they look like exactly the same.
You do look exactly the same.
yeah. But like
So
when
what was
would
the question again?
when would you know to shade the middle if it was a negative? Yeah.
So honestly, what I do personally, this is just a personal recommendation. It is not doctrine. It's not like a principle that you need to follow. But usually when I see the word less than, then I only shade the left. And when I see above or higher than, I only shade the right. And then if the z-score, like, if the z-score, here, I'm just gonna screen share and show it to you guys. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. One sec. So let's say we're looking for a probability that they're gonna score higher than a z-score that's negative. What's that z-score that you have?
Negative 2.564.
Okay. So since I'm looking for higher than, I only shade this area to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put in my z-score, negative 2.564. And it jump itself for me and give me the right probability.
Oh, so like
That would work for if you're looking for a probability that will be like if this is a positive z-score and you're looking for less than that, then you'll get the right probability as well.
okay. That makes sense. Kind of.
Maybe
like what about
try that in the 2 questions that you have right now and the next question that will help you a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I think in the next one it will help a lot. So it's asking what the probability that the mean GPA for 81 randomly selected BYUI students will be greater than 3.3.
So I think you do the same exact thing and then you just shade to the right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe let's try, and so do you enter it into the left z-score box or the right z-score box? I think you enter it into the right z-score box for greater than.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if it was
Yes.
then you're going to enter it into the left z-score box.
Negative 2.564, right? And then would it be 0.9948?
For question
14.
Yep, just round it up to 3 decimal places though.
Oh. 0.995.
It doesn't want to let me shade to the right. I'm trying. It just won't let me. It'll only let me shade to the middle.
The United States Coast Guard. Wait, previous values lower.
What did you get for the last question? Because it will not let me shade to the right.
Was raised after the standard deviation of passenger weights is 2.6 to 26.7. The weight. Find the probability. So that would mean that we would have to find the z-score.
15.
Yeah. And then when would you fill that into the applet?
Give the mean of 185.
Because the sample mean is first. And then the other mean. Over 26.7.
Of a random sample is 48. So the sample
48.
That's confusing because you have 2 different means.
Yeah, because they subtract from each other in the z-score formula. Because you have one mean and it subtracts by the other mean. So the sample mean is subtracted by the other mean.
Okay.
Yeah. 185. 26.7. Divided by 48. So I got negative 1.920.
How did you do that so quickly?
So I have an app on my phone and it's called Mathway and it helps a
You did
lot.
So quick.
Yeah, no, I like put it in my phone and then it just does it for me. When I did Math 108,
On my computer.
yeah, it's so helpful. It's my favorite. Sometimes it's slow, but it's really helpful. So they're asking you to find the probability that they will have extreme or more extreme. So either above or below the mean.
Wait, I always forget to put divide in the
Negative
middle.
1.920. And it would be 0.0549, right?
So you have 1.920.
But it would be 0.55. Right, because they want to know below and above, but which would be the left and the right side.
For some reason, I wish I could show you, but my right will not let me shade it. Only the middle and the left.
That's so frustrating.
It's really frustrating because I'm like
Oh my gosh.
frustratingly tapping my.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I have the z-score in there, but I can't get my thing to shade. So I mean, I can't tell you.
So is that right though? Do you think that is it 0.055?
Yep.
Yeah. Killing it. I don't know what it is about having a tutor that I feel like I'm so much more confident and I just know it. Or maybe I'm just doing better at this chapter than the past. I don't know.
Well, this is a review chapter, so if you're doing well in this chapter, that is really good.
I sure hope so. Okay, I'm going to submit the quiz.
I didn't get number 14.
Oh, number 14. I got you. It's 0.995.
Okay, there we go. Now I can submit it. I was like,
100%.
would you tell us if we got one wrong? I'm gonna go with yes.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll see you on Tuesday.
Sounds good. Thanks for all of your help.
Yes, thank you so much. This
For
helped so
letting
much.
me in.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Bye.
Good luck. Bye bye.